Welcome to the ultimate meditation for healthcare students. In the next 3 minutes, or maybe 3.5 minutes, certainly no more than 4, you will sit comfortably and think of nothing. This will be very easy for some of you, and that includes the guy in the blue t-shirt. At this time, do not give any further thoughts of the Krebs cycle, or the urea cycle, or the menstrual cycle, or even chimpanzees on a unicycle. You must not think about your upcoming exam, that you are destined to fail, because you spent last night eating pizza and drinking beer instead of studying. And you will put aside any thoughts of the consequences of ethanol on your vulnerable, neural tissue, or the impact of your poor dietary choices, for there is still time to fix your pathetic lifestyle before you start advising patients to fix theirs. Try to sit comfortably, rather than adopting your usual slovenly posture that may ultimately lead to chronic back pain and a lifetime of non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, shonky chiropractors and failed back surgeries. Place your unskilled, trembling hands on your knees and consider the oozing sweat that accompanies the anxiety of the imminent tutorial. Your mind is free to think about the sweat test and even cystic fibrosis. Try not to cough. And don't even clear your throat right now. Instead, focus on your breathing. And keep breathing throughout this meditation and afterwards, for the alternative is hypoxia, brain damage and death. And you don't want that. The air in this room might be stale, or filled with particulates, or reek of garlic from your neighbor's breath, or maybe even contain coronavirus or rhinovirus, or fungal elements, but it will have 20.8% oxygen, and that's good. Breathe in through your nose, or your mouth, or your tracheal stoma that resulted from your horrific motorbike collision with a boom gate. Take a breath that is larger than your average tidal breath, but 50% less your vital capacity. Quickly calculate that volume and do it now. But try to avoid hyperventilation, as this will drive down your carbon dioxide levels to cause symptoms. Quickly think about Vostexine and how you will never test for it or see it. Consider the air as it rushes past your rotting dentition and dangling uvula and proceeds down your trachea and then to your bronchopulmonary segments. Quietly whisper how many segments there are, on average, in a normal adult. Contemplate how normal you are, or aren't, as the case may be. If applicable, revel in the joy of being different. Appreciate this quiet time and listen for the subtle crackles of your alveoli as they struggle to reopen during your ridiculous breathing technique. If you did hear crackles, consider visiting a chest physician or psychiatrist after this tutorial. Did somebody hurt you? Now, place your right hand over your heart, and feel the regular lub-dub of your heart during its cycle, or maybe it is not regular, or maybe it is irregularly irregular, in which case you will have an interesting life. Not a long life, but an interesting one. If the pulsation stops, start coughing immediately and respectfully alert your tutor and quietly say, "I'm dying, call the Met team now." During this exercise, minimize expulsion of bodily gases as they may contain ammonia, hydrogen sulfide and other noxious elements that diminishes rapport with your colleagues. Next, consider the electrical activity of your brain. Appreciate that this small organ can absorb so much medical information but then let you down during exams and oral examinations. Allow the electrical activity from each hemisphere to synchronize but not to flatline. Try not to induce a seizure in yourself, as this skill will not improve your chances of advancing your career. At this time of enforced rest and extreme vulnerability, imagine your best friend being attacked by a giant poisonous spider, or a deadly box jellyfish, or a blue-ringed octopus, or anything that you fear, and what you would do as the only health worker on site. Now visualize yourself running away from this unpleasant situation, knowing that there were no witnesses, and that you owed that person a lot of money. You are now free. Finally, slowly emerge from your stupor and shake yourself. And try to convince yourself that this has been like a revision session, except that you realize that you were ignorant of the composition of air and bodily gases and that you can't define vital capacity. Now quickly check your radial pulse to confirm that you made it through this exercise and will move on to further challenges and inevitable failures. Goodbye and good luck.